Hello, everybody out there. Mike here, and welcome back, everybody, to my top 5 weekly comic covers. We're in the new month of May 2026, so since we are in the first week of May, I'm going to be doing the top 5 comic covers that I found that came out on the week of May 6, 2026. And without further ado, let's start off with this top number 5 comic cover of Absolute Superman number 19, the cover A regular Rafa Sandoval cover DC All In. And what I like about this comic cover is that it has Superman in the front cover with the lightning that's like striking him, and not just in the chest but like all around. And I thought it was actually a really interesting comic cover with all that, and the art looks really amazing as well. And just for Superman to get struck by lightning and everything is something else, but we all know that won't affect him because he's the Man of Steel, or will in this comic book. But it really is interesting to see that comic cover, and I thought of putting that as number 5. Top number 4 goes to DC X Sonic the Hedgehog, the Metal Legion number 1, the cover C variant Serg Acuna cover. And I am reading this comic book as of right now. What I like about this comic cover is that you have Sonic as Flash with Superman in the background, and then you have Dr. Eggman and Lex Luthor in the back as well. And it's just like a classic comic cover, and it is really more of an inviting to read the comic book, and I really cannot wait to see what this is actually going to be about. But I just like the front cover of that, and really classic look that it has for that comic cover. Top number 3 goes to Red Sonja, She-Devil with a Sword, issue number 1, cover B variant, Lucio Perello cover. And this is another comic book I'm actually reading. And what I like, and why I chose this comic cover, is that I like the realistic art you have. You have Sonja, who's just holding the, or Red Sonja actually, who's holding the hammer or tomahawk thing with blood that's just dripping down, and then with a shield and everything. She looks really badass in this cover. And I said, wow. Like, from jawline to jawline, I'm saying, okay, this is definitely going to be in my top. And I chose that as number 3. And I also like the red sky clouds in the background as well. That adds to the effect of her story, of what she's doing as well. So the scenery and everything is just amazing and awesome for that. Top number 2 is She-Spawn number 1, cover B variant Francesco Mattina cover. And what I like about She-Spawn is that you have just this Spawn character of her, and there's like all these, it almost made number 1 actually, I'm not gonna lie. And the guns and everything just around her with all the vein-like things coming out, and just that grin, smile, just shows that you don't really want to mess with this character. And she looks like a really serious character. And the art, I like how it shows like all the machinery that she has, and the brightness and everything just makes it really amazing comic cover. But it will not compete with this as my top number 1 comic cover of this week. That's going to be into the pool of the 1 of 4 comic covers. It goes to Amazing Spider-Man, Volume 7, issue number 28. The cover A regular Corey Smith cover, or like the issue 992. What I love about this comic cover, and why I chose as number 1, you have Spider-Man who's on there, and you see his costume's ripped, and he's just like looking like he's either going to fight more or something else. And it just looks really amazing how he's just standing there in his Spider-Man stance, and just his whole comics costume is just ripped all around and everything, and the webbing that you see on the bottom as well. The finishing touches and the detail of this is what made me want to choose this as my number 1 favorite comic cover for this week, and definitely has to go to that, and will be added into the 1 of 4 comic pool for the competing end of the May of what will be cover of the month. But we still got 3 more Mays to go, so we're going to see, until next time, what my top 5 comic covers will be for next week. So until next time, and until we see each other until next time of the next video, Mike saying take care, and I'll see you guys in another video. Later, everyone.